Hi, I'm Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. And if you've been following my videos, you know I have a specialty area in hot and cold because I just find it so amazing, the human psychology that drives that entire game. And don't you know, it is a very interesting observation that the partner that you liked, that you really wanted to be with, you're there, you're there, you're there. They don't move on it, they don't notice you. But the moment you distance, now they start to pursue you. Why is that? Okay, this has to do with human nature. You know, we animals, it's not that we're not appreciative, but we tend to ignore that which is commonplace and is readily available. And you may think, oh, I wouldn't do that to another person. You might not do it in that area, but you do it in other areas of your life. So here's how you can tell where that originates from, why that is a part of us. In New York City, they turn off the water one day every year to clean the tanks. And because I work at home, you know, I'm self-employed, I'm in the house all day, and I got my tub is full of water, I've got buckets of water. You know, I don't even think about water because I'm so fortunate. I live in an environment where I can just get water when I want it. But the one day you take it away from me, that's all I'm thinking about. Suddenly now I'm stressed about, can I wash the dishes? Can I flush the toilet? What can I do? What if I need to clean something? Because what was readily available suddenly isn't there. So it's on my mind. Now I'm obsessed with it. And, you know, the next day when they turn it on, I go back to normal. Have you ever had a blood test and you can't eat or drink water? Do you know how much you're thinking about what's denied to you? The same thing is true. This is why human nature kicks in to crave, desire what we can't have. So the minute you walk the other direction and you're done with this person, you're like, I've tried, you haven't paid attention. Now they pursue. And that is exactly why. When you were readily available, they didn't need to move. When they see you leaving their orbit, now they've got to snatch you back. But let's be clear, nothing is going to change. You may delight in the fact that now they're paying attention to you, but it will be short-lived, because if you get back into that orbit, they'll put you back in they'll put you on the shelf again because they won't pay attention to you, because this is how they roll. I had a guy friend who was so obsessed with this woman. She played this hot and cold with him all the time. And he'd talk about her and he had some fantasy about her. And because for him, she was a big target. She gained value in his life because she wouldn't let him in all the way. She didn't let him loose, but she wouldn't let him in. So therefore, she kicked up his desire. And there was a time that he actually almost caught her. And he sort of brought her in a little bit. And then she immediately went back to where she was. And I explained to him why he thought she was so important. And she wasn't. It's that it was a heightened feeling because he couldn't quite have her. So she seemed rare, valuable. I have a couple guys in my life that I think have me on their bucket list. And what I mean by that is, you know, yes, they were attractive and successful, but I saw things in them I couldn't admire, and I never got with them. They weren't a potential guy I'd date. And they have had me, even as the years have passed, in this category of like, I want to have her. And it's not because I'm some fantastic thing. It's because I'm on their bucket list. They never got to sleep with me. And they can sleep with any woman they want, and they can't figure out why this woman didn't do it. So not meaning to, it's just like, it's real for me. It's always been polite, but like this. But my value has increased because they simply never got a hold of something they would eventually discard. This is why when you distance, they pursue. But understand very clearly, this game always has the same ending for you. There are people who can partner, and there are people who play at partnering. And there are people who will put you on the shelf and be more than happy to keep you there. And when they see that you're starting to leave, tug on the string just a little bit to get you back in their orbit. But they are not the partner for you. It is an interesting observation. If you feel that you have the disposition to toy with this and your emotions won't get hurt in the meanwhile, and you also won't misconstrue their temporary attention for being something meaningful, then go ahead and play with it. You'll notice every time you distance, they will pursue, just to get you back in place. Human nature, right? I hope this has helped you. If you want to listen to this on podcast, tune into the Susan Winters Show on iTunes, and my very best to you, and stay away from game players. They are not good mates. You are not missing anything. So, even if they want you back, my suggestion, just keep walking. Thanks a lot. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net.